Dollar yen rockets to fresh highs, rejected at the resistance level I talked about yesterday. Sterling dollar moving down, as we said, after the Bank of England move. And we got some massive yen volatility. And we got you covered on one of the most critical days in Forex that we've seen in a while. Let's break it all down. It is Friday, usually a trend day. In Forex or other markets. So we got to pay attention really closely to this day. So welcome back, everyone. It's Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you singing in these absolutely insane markets. If you like what you see, smash the like button, hit subscribe, share my videos far and wide. I want to build a huge trading community. All right, let's talk about dollar yen, which was absolutely flying after we broke out of this descending wedge pattern, which is actually a bullish pattern once the wedge is broken. We told you we had support at 143, like 15-ish. Marketplace rallied up nicely, broke through resistance at 144.30. Told you we could get a pullback back here, which we did. And then the marketplace rallied up to close to our resistance. Not quite. Went up to 146.18. We had resistance at 146.50. So the marketplace is cooling off a little bit right now. The traders are kind of digesting like what their next move is. It's going to be about the crosses, and it's going to be, like, well, is dollar yen still a safe haven? What's going on in it? Is the Bank of Japan going to raise rates? What's the M2 money supply? There's a lot of stuff going on that we just have to pay attention to. But since I'm a technical trader, I really don't give a crap about it. I really don't. I just care about technical levels. All right, so we hit the 146.18. We're coming off a little bit below 145.41. That's a pretty important price. Let me do a quick analysis. All right, so I'm gonna move resistance up a little bit. The critical level was 145.41. We're down below, but I think that we got to watch 145.73. I think this level has now become the critical price point for us on the day. That if we stay below this price, we're heading back towards the 145, the figure, potentially even getting down to 144, say 50 again. Now, dollar yen, the dollar itself has got a bullish tone to it. I'm not saying I really don't have a great idea on dollar yen. I'm going to be completely candid. I really don't. Would I have taken a short on a break of, say, 145, say 60, would have stopped at like 146.10. Yeah, but I didn't. So, and really I'd be watching it very closely to take profits, because I'm not really too sure of, the dollar. I mean, it's bid. So I got to just be cautious. It's really in a neutral pattern right now between 146.50 and say 144.34. It's like in between these 2 points right here. So I'm sorry, I don't really have much to tell you about it. It's like right in between these two guys right here. If we can get above this, it's like opening up its way to 147. However, a drop below this point right here is showing weakness, potentially to 145, the figure, 144.77, something like that. Like right in here, it's potentially showing weakness right there. Right now it's trading at, what is it trading at? 145.07? What the freak? It already did it? Oh, man. What the heck is... Tom, what is wrong with you? Where are we right now in this thing? See, when you get old, man, you really got to be concerned with your eyesight. Where am I right now? I'm at wow, what the freak? Let me go to a 1 hour chart. I'm sorry. Let me go to a 1 hour chart. This is messing me up a little bit. Okay, here we go. All right, so that looks a little bit better. Okay, well, the move happened. We hit the 145. So right now, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to move this down. I'm going to move this down. We're going to 144.90. No, I'll keep it the same. The only way it shows strength if it gets back above 145.73. That's the way it shows strength. Right now, it's drifting to that 144.34. Okay, sorry about that. I got a little bit of a brain fart right there. Let's move over to sterling dollar. All right, this one. All right. Sterling dollar itself. Let me just pull this out a little bit. This way the prices aren't on the screen. It looks a little bit more professional. All right, we talked about this yesterday. The pound is under pressure. You know, the Bank of England rate cut 25 basis points. Everybody in marketplace was all euphoric about a U.S. trade deal with Britain. If you really look at the trade deal, nothing has changed for Britain. They basically robbed from Peter to give to Paul. So what the United States won completely because they didn't get anything from the United States. They basically told the United States that, hey, all right, we buy agricultural products from these different countries, but now we will cut that and we'll buy agricultural products and aluminum and steel from you instead of buying from these other countries. So there was no real win for the UK. And I saw that. I was like, when Trump was talking, I said, well, he actually killed that trade deal because he did nothing. He basically said, you want to do business with us? Well, you better start giving us more money. And that's it. So sterling, we talked about this, 132 we were heading to. We did touch it. So right now, the support point, I would think, is around 132. 132, like, I don't know. I'm going to have to look at this chart here. All right, I'm going to go to this down bars high close, 132.50. 132.50, right there. If the market can hold above this, we may be potentially going to right up here, 133.30 again. I think that's a good level to look to short it. I don't think it's going much higher than, 133.70. So I would be looking like, where's 133? I'll go right here, 133.30, and then I'll put a point up right over here. Okay, let's go to the top, right there. I would think that if it could get up in here, this is all sell area. Short term would have stopped above this high right here. That's my personal opinion in cable. I shorted it last night at 133. I don't even remember where I was. 133.23 or something like that. 133.23. Yeah, 133.23, and I bought them back at 132.50. So, and I didn't catch the full run, but I was happy with that. That was a good trade. But really, I should have sold the heck out of sterling yen, but I didn't. But anyway, so this is what I got going on in cable. Now let's go on to good old sterling yen. That's sterling dollar again. Where's sterling yen? Sterling yen? Yeah, here we go. Sterling yen. All right. We've got a lot of drawings on this chart we got to get rid of from yesterday. So, look at that. I had that support point perfectly in that stuff. Okay, hang on. I'm freaking good, man. I am good. All right. Anyway. 1 hour chart. Sterling yen. All right. Critical price is that 192.43. We came down. We touched it. All right. So we're flirting with upper resistance right now at 193, the figure. Okay, we're very close to it. I'm going to go up in here and look. We're really at resistance right here. So let me see something here. If it turns down from here and breaks this 40, this thing's headed back to 192, the figure. And then ultimately 191, say 79. It's breaking lower. That 190.20, 28 that we've been talking about forever is very, very important. But right now, the important point to watch at 9:58 in the morning on May 9th, Friday, 2025, is that 192.40. If it holds above this, we got a potential to rally up to like 193.24, 193.35. Then I think it's going to hit resistance. I would definitely be a seller there with a stop at like 193.73 or something like that. And I'd be looking to get back down and break this 192.40. That's just my personal opinion. All right, let's go over to Euro Yen. This one has been surprisingly strong. The Euro dollar against the yen has been resilient. That's why I said in my Euro dollar video, if you, basically you got to watch the Euro Yen for the key to the Euro dollar. So right now 163.20 is a good support point. If it breaks 163.20, let me get my sheets out here. 163.20. It's opening up to 162.55. All right, this is close enough, 163.49. So if it breaks this, it's opening up a path to, say, 162.43. It needs to get over 163.76 and that top that we have to potentially get to maybe 164.35 before the ultimate resistance at 164.63. That's where it stands right now. And it's been kind of resilient. So I'd be watching these 2 points. 163.20, 163.75. If it pops that, closes above it, I would look for a retrace back into this congestion zone right here. See how if it holds that. If it does, then I would take a long with a stop like below here. Stop and reverse, actually. I would have a stop and reverse there. But that's the way I see it. So that's what we got going on Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning. Remember, always get over to Park Avenue Trading, get yourself a free ebook on price action. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday's video where we talk about the weekly forecast. And remember, always, always, always enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.